Hey, I'm gonna do a sound check real quick. Check, check, check. Hey, I'm gonna do a sound check real quick. Check, check, check. Okay, I'm gonna mute that so that I don't hear myself 10 million times. It's just a permanent reverb as I'm watching my own stream. So, sounds pretty good, right? That doesn't sound too bad. Let's see if YouTube is picking up my stream. It is still not picking up my stream. YouTube, what is happening? You know, it might be something broken with the multicast. Like, it'll let me go live on Twitch, but it won't let me go live on YouTube. That is not good. What's happening? You know, it might be something. Oh, hey, it's live on YouTube now. Let's see, is it still live on Twitch? You know, it might be something. Oh, hey, it's live on YouTube now. Let's see, is it still live on Twitch? Yeah, it sure is. Okay. So it looks like it's actually working. You know, it might be something. Oh, hey, it's live on YouTube now. Let's see. Okay, I see your chat. Nice, it actually is working. Why did YouTube take so long to realize that I had a stream going? That is so weird. Got that pandemic. Yellow tops. Come get yellow tops. Don't ever let me be a voice actor in The Wire. Alright, dude, it works. So what are we gaming here? Do I do, Minecraft? Mountain Blade? I don't really have a whole lot of options right now. I'm gonna close these windows out. Here's the thing, though. I I don't have a way. Is there a way to pop out chat in? So I can pop out chat in YouTube, but I'm not very familiar with Twitch. Roger that. So I grab pop out chat for Twitch. I bring it over to my other monitor. Good stuff. And close out the YouTube stream. Twitch is another issue. What am I gonna do here? Pin? No, I don't want to do that. Is there a way to? I need to chat. Chat settings. Is there a way to? Oh, hey, pop out chat. Sure enough. Awesome. So now I have chat pulled up for YouTube and Twitch. It'd be nice if I could combine them somehow, but you know, I'm just getting started here. Okay, close out the stream. Okay. Let me let me set up a scene here if I can. Let me paint you a vivid picture here. I need to boot up Steam. I don't have Steam booted up. I'm sure looking at this, I need like a transition screen too. I need all kinds of stuff, but for now, you know, we're just getting started. Alright, so I'm definitely not going to stream Path of Exile. I love Path of Exile, but my computer would probably melt if I tried to do that. Same thing with Dead by Daylight. Probably same thing with Sons of the Forest. So basically, I got Mountain Blade. Let's just boot up Civ 4 and see how this translates. Can I actually make a scene just specifically for Civ 4, and how well does that translate into a scene? Do I do a window capture, or do I just try... I'll just try game capture. See if it picks up so far here. No, not capturing any full screen application. No, I'm gonna have to do a window capture. This is useless. Hey, there we go. Window capture works pretty good for that. We got Baba Yetu going on in the background. Alright, let's go, dude. Turn up that music a little bit, dude. Let's go. I have no single player games. I always play on multiplayer. Okay. Well, that worked. I'll just leave that open for a second. Oh, when I tab out, it stops the music. That's very sad. Yeah, anytime I tab out, it just completely freezes the game, I guess. That's okay. So that worked. Let's test out some other games. Let's boot up Amori, see how this works out. Okay. And I think I'm just gonna do window capture for that as well. Yeah, you like Baba Yetu? Dude, that song actually I think won an Emmy. It won an Emmy in like 2006, I think, when Civ 4 came out. Christopher 10. It's such a good song. Does Omori work with window capture? It sure does. That's good. So I got one for that. That's good. I think I just used full... I just used, what do you call it? Full display capture when I last streamed this, so I don't have to do that anymore. Okay, yeah, let's... Mountain Blade is always tricky. Mountain Blade has always been a pain in the butt for me. I think I've... Historically, when I've streamed this, I've had to use full display capture, which I do not like doing. So I'm gonna tinker around with Mountain Blade here and see if I can't use a window capture for this one as well and get that to work. Another thing I forgot about Mountain Blade that just always annoys me is like it loves crashing when I alt tab. It'll crash constantly. At least the first time I boot it up, if I alt tab out of it, it just crashes and I have to boot it up again, which is super annoying. Especially if I'm in the middle of something. I just alt tab out because I need to see something. And then it just completely crashes me out. I might lose some progress on my save. Okay, that music is very loud. There we go. That's a much more tolerable level. Let's see what happens if I alt tab out of it. Oh wait, I need to also create a scene. Which to do, I need to alt tab out of the game. And do a window capture. Gonna name it Warband. It does not show up as a window. Yeah. Maybe I just do game capture for Warband. Let's try that. I love the soundtrack for Mountain Blade. Alright, let's check it out. Oh, yep, there it goes. It crashed. It crashed because I tried to tab back in after I alt-tabbed. Hooray! Let's see if I can get this to work. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, that works. I should be able to alt-tab out of it now without it crashing. Such a strange quirk. Sorry, I haven't been reading anything you've said because Mountain Blade's weird and it goes full screen. And it stops me from looking at the chat. Here, okay. Okay, yeah, you're driving, so you're probably not even chatting. That's okay. Let's see. Looks like it's going good here. I have no saved games. I got it working. That works. Okay, that's cool. What was the other game I was thinking about streaming? Minecraft. Let's where is there it is. The launcher's right there. I think the window will probably work for Minecraft. I'm gonna try that. I gotta get my camera working too. If I'm actually gonna do this for real, serious mode, I gotta get that camera working. I'll look into that right after I get this, test out Minecraft. Yep, there we go, Minecraft. That works really well. That's a very bad capture. There we go. Size it up. There we go. I need to adjust this window on my end as well. Oops, don't do that. Okay, come on now. Okay, I see the problem here when I resize it. Okay. Hold on, I can just, order... No, transform... Fit to screen. There we go. Beautiful. What is this? 666. 120... What the heck? I don't remember this. What is this one? What? There's just nothing on this world, huh? Don't play or else. Who's playing Minecraft on my computer? Computer. I think my niece was playing on my computer. Don't play or else. What? This is definitely not me. Creative mode? This had to be my niece. This one was my niece too, probably. That's funny. Okay, alright. All that's working. Stream sounds good. Thank you for the feedback, dude. That's really helpful. Because I'm not sure. My mic is historically usually been pretty bad, but ever since I got this new one, it's a USB connection. Seems to be a lot better. Right, now I gotta figure out the video capture device here. Let's give it a... let's turn on, see what we got here. Okay. Here I am. The problem with this thing is, it's kind of a piece of crap, because it's like built into my laptop. Can you see me? I'm not wearing my glasses, so... I kind of adjusted a little bit with by moving my laptop around a little bit, but my laptop is on a desk on a laptop fan, so there's definitely a limited range of motion I can do. But there you have it. It works. Not great quality, but it's there. It's not terrible either. It's a little grainy. I really probably need to wear glasses if I'm going to be paying close attention to that. Try to center myself too a little bit there. Okay, there you have it. That's all set up. Kind of want to go to my comfort zone and just play something that I've been playing a lot lately and just jump right into like Civ 4. I don't know. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, no, this needs to be on top. I'm very... trust me, I'm really good at streaming. There we go, it's on top, so now it overrides that. Now you got that. So wait a minute, is an Emmy the musical one, or is that a Grammy? I can never remember, because I don't care, I never pay attention to those things. But whichever one's the music one, Christopher Tin, for this song, Baba Yetu, he won the Emmy or the Grammy, I can't remember which one. Alright, everything looks good. Play on big boy mode. I don't like that the music stops anytime I alt tab or go to a different window. But there you have it. Let's send it. Hey, whenever you get the chance, let me know. Let me know what how the webcam looks for you. I guess I could just pull up. I can pull up the stream here real quick and just have a look at it. Yeah, looks good. Or good enough. It'll serve. It'll serve, right? Chat. Chat, it'll serve, won't it, chat? I don't know why I'm even bothering sending this guy out. He'll just get killed. It's a waste of my unit.
You have discovered fishing.
Oh, wow is right, dude. It is my head. It's my head talking to you right now. Can you believe it? I knew this was gonna work. It's just, I mean, one, the the kind of like range of motion of the camera is very limited, and two, it's not great quality, right? But it serves, I suppose. So now the question is, can I build a following playing this game? Uh-oh. Right, I'm playing on Emperor mode. Go up here, build a mine. Do that. The real shame is I can't pick my nose now, because then people will see me picking my nose. You know, like I can't. I can't just sit at my computer and be a disgusting slob. Okay, now we need to have him come down. Next turn we get agriculture. We improve the wheat.
You have discovered agriculture.
Yeah, I'm not going to do a night stream tonight because I just worked a third shift. Tomorrow I'll try to do it though. I'll make sure to do the 10 to noon, and then I'll try and do a, I don't know, a 6 to 8 or something. But yeah, I'm already starting to feel like, I would like to go to bed. But it's not that bad. I always forget how fast these first turns are. You know, there's not much to do in them. Okay, yeah. simultaneous turns. Oh, I forgot to turn tech trading off, didn't I? Oh, no. Yeah, no, I don't want to play this with tech trading. The comps are just gonna cheese it. I'm doomed. No way I play this one out. Whoops. The comps are just gonna... They're just gonna cheese it, and I'm just gonna lose. What am I doing here? Okay. Let's turn this off. No tech trading. No random events. Okay. Yeah. Whoopsie. Alright, there we go. I set it up correctly now. That was a little embarrassing moment there. Should be fine now. We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it figured out here. I'm not going to send my scout out for no reason this time, too. I'm just going to warp speed through these first turns. There we go. Yeah, I feel like I need to make some good playlists, too, to just have, like, some good background music for the stream. But I had to find, like, music that Twitch and YouTube will both let me use. I don't know if that's that's gonna happen. Alright, let's just catch up real quick to where we were.
You have discovered fishing.
Okay, I met Mehmed. So, Ottomans. Actually, the Ottomans are kind of dangerous, aren't they? The Ottomans have the Janissary. Here we are. Oh, no, they're not that dangerous. No, we're good. We're fine. I feel like this game is so antithetical to, like, to streaming and excitement. I guess exciting things can happen, but, like, this game is not exactly conducive to that kind of excitement that you're looking for in a video game. Yeah, get some lo-fi music.
You have discovered agriculture.
Bronze working. 13 turns. Wow. Oh, hey, Roosevelt. It's FDR, dude. I like how there's a picture of Lincoln in the background of Roosevelt's office. I think that's a pink... yeah, that's gotta be a picture of Lincoln right there, right? It's like above his fireplace right there. I'm gonna have to kill Roosevelt, something that I'm not, you know, I'm not enthusiastic about. Nine turns for the settler. Be turn 20. I think it'll be faster once I research Brown's working. Let's find out. Oh, I need the wheel too. Ooh. Ramses. So Egypt is somewhere pretty close. Or potentially close, I don't know. Okay, it went from 5 turns to 3 turns. We do not want slavery. Writing? The wheel? Yeah, I think we need the wheel. Yeah, we'll get the wheel.
You have discovered bronze working.
Do I just build another settler right now? No. No, we hold off on that. No, wait a minute. I think I build a worker first, then I build a settler. We get the wheel in 1 turn. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Immediately go for writing.
You have discovered the wheel.
Alright. Do I build... Do I start building a worker now? I think I wait. I let the warrior finish. Then I can work another tile. Yeah. AI lo-fi music, that's probably not copyright protected. Yeah, I mean... Nice, cool, dude. Yeah, honestly, any music that's just kind of chill would work. Really? A barbarian archer? Ooh. I guess it's okay if he just stays over there, but...
have discovered animal husbandry.
Okay, we got horses. Goodbye, horses. I'm flying over you. I wonder if they'll detect that as Goodbye Horses from Q Lazarus. If I sing it myself. Probably not, right? But you see, I have horses, so it's more like hello, horses. I am kind of flying. You know, I got this like bird's eye view. So I am kind of flying over the horses, you know? I'm looking down on the horses right here. Hello, horses. I'm flying over you. Alright, anyway, back to the game. Yeah, normally, I mean, a lot of the time I just kind of get in the zone of the game that I'm playing. And I just kind of sit there. It helps, like, a lot of the streams I did in the past, I'd have somebody on voice with me. Yeah, I know. You gotta talk or it's just not fun. But a lot of times I would have people on voice with me, which helps a lot. Just if you have somebody that, you know, you're shooting the shit with or whatever, it helps to keep you talking and kind of keep a conversation going. Typically, like, my friend Jacob or my friend Mark, you know, would be there. So they do a good job of, like, kind of chatting, keeping me going. I need to take my tech right down. This axeman, he's got to come up here, right? And then I send a settler after him. And we settle and get these gems and the incense and the sheep. Alright, this guy can come out, build a road. Here we are. We're building roads. 9 turns. It's kind of a long time. That might work out perfectly. 5 turns for the axeman, and then I can start building a library, maybe? Right, we'll see how it turns out. This guy should probably come out. Yeah. See what he can see. We do have a barbarian archer somewhere over here I gotta watch out for. How big can this place get? Okay, what's the threshold for monetization? Yeah, I'm not sure how that works with Twitch, honestly, or YouTube. Um, I might have met that threshold because my channel's so old. I have a few videos that have bumped over like, you know, tens of thousands of views. One of them is over 100,000 views. So it's just that I have never attempted to monetize my channel. So basically, Another problem is there's a lot of copyrighted stuff on my channel. Stuff that I know is probably copyrighted. Some of the songs I use or some of the songs that I've uploaded are almost certainly copyrighted, so I can't really monetize those videos. But I'm not sure how that will affect my attempts to monetize other stuff. I don't know. I don't think that should be an issue, but I'm not sure. I should probably ask Jacob because Jacob actually, he's got experience with that. Uh, but yeah, I've never even thought of monetizing my stupid YouTube channel. I just kind of made funny videos every once in a while that videos that I wanted to make, and they were just kind of like stupid, goofy videos. I actually wanted to do a DBD video. Uh, I wanted to do a shooting star video of that old meme from like 8 years ago. So there's this character in Dead by Daylight called the Hillbilly, and you used to be able to have this like weird collision with the Hillbilly, and you'd hit something, and then you just like launch up into the air, and they called it Space Billy because you like basically you shoot so far up into the air it looked like you were going to outer space, and a lot of people would like mess with those mechanics and just have the Hillbilly just go orbital, and then they'd be as they were coming down, they try and use this chainsaw sprint and hit somebody, and it was always great when you saw a Space Billy that could go orbital, and then as they're coming back down, they hit somebody with the chainsaw sprint. Yeah, I need somebody who's been on this path before, which my friend Jacob has certainly been on this path. Oh, did I mess up there? Did I want to? Ooh, I think I just messed up. I should not have sent him here. I should have sent him there. He'll be alright. I could just switch over to doing a worker real quick. Four turns. Delay the axeman. Yeah, I can delay the axeman, right? It'd be nice to have an axeman down here. Spawn blocking all this nonsense. I do have a scout for that, but he could die. Whatever. Give me a worker. We'll do that. Okay, so I don't have pottery. Bruh. That's okay. Let's come here, next turn we build a road. It's fine. Hey, I'm at the Persians. Yeah, we do this. It'll be fine, just fine. Hey, there's no barbarians down here, that's good. We got 2 turns for camp.
You have discovered writing.
Alright, somebody got Stonehenge. Let's have a look. Pottery, sailing, mysticism. We're gonna... It's quite the yawn. think pottery? No, we're gonna do sailing. So I can build the galley. I need to capture this city. Or rather, build that city. ASAP. Okay, Roosevelt wants open borders. Nah. Get out of here. Yeah, getting these camps out. Definitely important. Okay, now this place can grow. No problem. Okay, there's the... I saw the barbarian archer for a moment there. %. Give me a library. Okay. Yeah, I'm slated to get this city pretty quick. That's good. I'm spawn blocking down here. No barbs. I need to get this city really quick. We can grow twice. That's really good. I think I'm going to try and stream every day. I'm going to try and stream every day, Monday through Friday, 10 to 12. Today I'm going to try and do a 6 to 8 p.m. Today I'm not going to do that. I just worked a third, so... but yeah, I'm going to try and be very consistent about the 10 to 12. Maybe I'll go 10 to 1 at some point too, like increase it. Just get more. What you call it? More time in there. Because once I get into the stream, usually I can actually really get into the game that I'm playing. Like especially Warband, I have so much fun playing Warband. I have a blast playing Warband. It's just I have to really I have to dedicate time and invest a lot of energy. I have to decide: do I want to play like really really hard Warband, or do I want to play like a more reasonable difficulty Warband? Because when I play Warband, I play hardcore, and that's enough of a challenge in and of itself. But then there's also other difficulty settings I gotta tweak with, and I gotta figure out. I'll say this: when I play on the really, really, really hard difficulties, it's a lot more stressful. It's Mountain Blade. Um, uh, it's like a sandbox medieval game where it's kind of hard to describe. Um, Mountain Blade Warband is a feudal simulator where you start off as basically a nobody and you try and upgrade. It's like an RPG, but you're in this kind of more of an open world, quasi open world, and you start off as a nobody and you try to you level up your character and you recruit like mercenaries. You can recruit peasants, and as you fight and do stuff, you level up your peasants and they get strong. You level up your crew, They get stronger. Your army gets stronger. You can actually eventually become a lord, and get ownership of castles and stuff. Um, so it's really fun. It's I don't know why I say it's probably my favorite game. As far as like the gameplay loop, I don't know if it's my favorite. It's definitely up there. It's really good. It's a really well done game, especially for how old it is. It's old and it shows. But it as far as like a actual like the meat and potatoes of the game, uh it's up there. It's one of my favorites that I've ever played. There's a sequel to it, Bannerlord, but it just I don't know exactly how I would describe why I don't like Bannerlord. There's a lot of reasons I don't like Bannerlord. I feel like the combat's a lot more flimsy. It's less telegraphed. Uh, it's not really conducive to the way I play Warband. Warband's kind of like there's like a maybe you could call it like a 2 minute intro with an optional side quest to actually get the game going, and it's like that's very conducive to playing hardcore. Whereas Bannerlord is not like that. Bannerlord has like a 20-minute mandatory quest at the beginning of the game. It's I don't know. I just every aspect I prefer Warband. Um, maybe not every aspect, but most of the aspects that count. I'm just like, yeah, give me Warband. Give me Warband every day. Um, but yeah, Warband. Can't talk it up enough. I love the game. One of the goats, if not the goat, for me. Imagine like your Dark Souls. That's Mountain Blade Warband for me. Like I could sit there and just how many hours do I have in Warband? Let me look. I have 2,084 hours in Mountain Blade Warband. That's actually kind of on the low end for like play times I have on Steam, but I love that game. Anyway, I need to focus on what I'm doing here in the game. Guess I don't have to, but let's get the show rolling here. This guy needs to come up over here. Do I build the library? Nah, don't even bother with it. Let's get some military. Or wait, I think we dedicate this city for a while to build these, at least for now. 2K is unreal. Oh gosh, dude, I I'm not sure if I want to tell you the hours I got in some of these other games. There are some games that I don't know the hours I have in, and I would be absolutely embarrassed to find out how many hours. For instance, I know you've heard of this accursed game. I know that you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that game, Lineage 2. God, I do not want to know. I don't want to know. It's got to be like 10,000 hours in that stupid game. I might be more than that. I'm not exaggerating. Like the amount of time I that was the simulacrum for me. That was the hyper real simulacrum, or just gobbled my life. Uh, Dead by Daylight. I have a lot of hours in Dead by Daylight. I have like 4,000 hours in Dead by Daylight. Probably more than that, because I have a Epic Games account. I I hate Dead by Daylight too. Why do I play it so much? Stupid, stupid game. Anyway, yeah, League of Legends too. I probably have, you know, 6,000 hours in that game. It's stupid. The amount of time I spent my life playing these stupid games. Especially the ones that I hate. Like Civ 4, I've got like how many hours do I have in Civ 4? I have about 3,000 hours in Civ 4. I love this game though. I like this game and Warband. I don't regret a single hour I've spent playing these games. I love them. Dead by Daylight, I regret all of it. I wish I'd never played Dead by Daylight. I wish I had never played Lineage 2. If I could get those 10 to 12,000 hours of maybe that's lowballing. I don't know. That might be lowballing Lineage 2. But if I get that time of my life back, you bet I would. Lineage 2. That game is a disease. What was I doing here? I was talking about Lineage 2 and I need to stop. I hate that game.
You have discovered sailing.
But yeah, what other, I mean, there's some other games I have a significant chunk of time in. Let me see here. I got about 1,000 hours in PUBG. Oh yeah, Path of Exile. Path of Exile, 4,500 hours in. Uh, my Steam review for Path of Exile is, I have a few hours in this game. I like Path of Exile a lot though. I don't really regret playing Path of Exile. It's a good game. That is an absurd amount of time. Absolutely, just bonkers. I again games I don't StarCraft and Diablo 2. I wish I knew. Um, well, for me, I have Steam keeps track, but back in the day, there's no way to know for sure. Because I played a lot of Diablo 2 back in the day, a lot of StarCraft back in the day. Why is that? Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of streaming. I just, I was always kind of like, I think I always just kind of, I never really put much effort into trying to like really, do the camera and like the whole, hey, talking to the audience. It's always hard to get, no, it's hard to get people watching the stream too. And then sometimes I'd be so in the zone, I wouldn't have any viewers, but I'd just be so in the zone of playing, kind of like forgetting that I'm streaming. And somebody would say something in the chat, and I would just completely miss it, and be like, "Oh shoot!" And I'd be like, "2 minutes ago, so and so, made a comment or said something," and I just completely, I was too in the zone to notice what happened. Especially if I'm doing Mountain Blade, because there's certain moments in Mountain Blade, like Civ 4, I can chill, nothing, there's no, there's no pressure. I can take my time and, you know, kind of chill. But when I'm playing Mountain Blade or like Minecraft or some real time game, there's no way I can't stop and think and really carry a conversation. Yeah, man, I wish there was a way to know how many hours in Diablo 2 I have and how many hours in StarCraft. I know for a fact at this point I have more hours in Path of Exile than I do in Diablo 2. Just because Diablo 2, I played a lot of that when I was like a teenager, right? And now I'm basically 40 years old. So there was a long stretch of my 20s and 30s where I was playing Path of Exile. Whereas, I think you have a good chunk of like maybe 14, 13 to like 20, my mid 20s, where I was playing Diablo 2, which has a good chunk of time, 10 years, maybe even more than that, but that I was playing Diablo 2 pretty frequently. Like Diablo 2 is a banger first time. Uh, StarCraft as well. Like the original StarCraft, I spent a lot of time playing that, and I'm not giving Pakal open borders. Um, but yeah, I think at this point, it's come to the point where I certainly have played more Path of Exile than Diablo 2. Oops, I shouldn't have built a road with him. Whatever. Uh-oh. He might die to that Barbarian Warrior. That's okay. It's not a big deal. I got an Axeman coming down. Yeah. Dude, it was such a good game. Diablo 2 was such a good game. I feel like it doesn't get talked about enough either. Like, I mean, Diablo 3 and Diablo 4 have kind of taken over. And then Path of Exile gets talked about quite a bit too, which it deserves. I love that game. But I think Path of Exile is sometimes Path of Exile is needlessly complex, and it can be frustrating. And learning to actually play that game is, get ready to spend 1,000 hours just learning how to play Path of Exile correctly to a point where you can actually clear endgame content. At least, well, I guess it depends. I play a lot of hardcore in Path of Exile. You don't have to play hardcore. I mean, a new player could just be like, hey, I'm just going to play softcore. And I'm going to follow a guide. And I'm going to, use that as a template for understanding the game rather than just, like, jumping in and just doing my own thing and trying to figure it out. Playing Path of Exile like that is very punishing. But if you follow in the steps of the masters, you can make it work a lot better. When I first started playing Path of Exile, I was like, I'll take like a skill gem somebody's using, and I'll kind of do my own thing with it. And sometimes it was okay, other times it was disastrous, and sometimes I made good builds. That was like a 10-15% of the time I'd actually managed to scrape something pretty good together. And then like 50% of the time it was mediocre, and ah, my scout, no, he died. Back to the game at hand. I think this guy can move over and start building that. Oh man, Diablo 2 though. I'm trying to one of my favorite builds in Diablo 2 was the Druid. The Druid with Tornado and Hurricane. Me and Nick used to play that a lot. We would play hardcore. He'd usually do a barbarian. He'd do a barbarian, I'd do a druid. It's a pretty good combo. What am I doing here? A lighthouse? We need more military units.
You have discovered mysticism.
What was your favorite class in Diablo 2? I really did like that druid build, but I feel like at the end of the day, the sorceress had too much going for her. There's just so much quality of life on the sorceress. Like with teleport and all that. It almost made it mandatory to play if you wanted to really do anything quickly. No, I'm not getting anyone open borders here. Open borders is very bad for me. Yeah, dude, necros were pretty tight. Throw barb, yeah. What were your weapons? Right? Right on, dude. What am I doing here? I have this guy. Oh, I need to improve tiles for my... Yeah. I need to improve tiles for my capital. I still don't have pottery? What am I doing, dude? Okay, we'll just... Yeah, we'll have him come over here and do that. Yeah, right? That is a long time ago. Yeah, PlayStation has some bangers, dude. God of War, Dark Souls. I've heard Uncharted is really good. Wait a minute. Do I do the galley here first? Shoot, I think I messed up here. Okay. And then I could do the settler over here, right? Yeah, we'll do that. I think I've heard of Stellar Blade from you, but I haven't heard of Returnal. What's that? Oh, okay.
You have discovered pottery.
Okay, so 2 turns for that. No point in having him join that.
Meditation.
Bring him up and work that for 1 turn. Yeah, there we go. That's a good thing. Good way to work that out. And that guy's done building that road. We got a galley coming in 2 turns. Oh, hey. We can totally take this guy out. There we go. So what do I build next here? I think the settler. 6 turns. The galley comes in 1. Maybe I start building a military here. I could just use this axeman. Yeah. We'll get another axeman for that spot.
You have discovered priesthood.
I don't know if I really want a great scientist to pop out here. I don't have anything better to work for the moment. But yeah, we build military here. Lighthouse? No. Granary? How bad is my tech rate? My tech rate's really bad. 60%. I think we just build another. Thing is, I really want this city to grow. Because it grows and it gets to work another camp. Maybe I should bring this guy back and work this camp. I think I do that next turn. Yeah. Wait a minute. No, I messed up. I don't need gems yet. Shoot. That's okay. For playing hard games? Ooh. Well, it depends, you know. Yeah, I mean, there's obviously you gotta have a lot of persistence. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I don't really play like super hard games. I just play them in a hard fashion, right? Like none of the games that I play I think are like, "Oh, it's so hard." Well, it's very easy for me to sit here and say, "Yeah, you just need to spend more time and dedicate more time to it." I have a lot too much free time. There's a reason I have 4,000 hours in a game that I will actively poo-poo. It's because I have too much time on my hands. And then there's Lineage 2. You know, who knows? Who knows how many hours I have in that stupid game? A hard game. I guess so, this is the problem with difficulty. If it's so difficult you're not enjoying it, then it's not like what's the point, right? Like if you're giving up because it's too difficult, then I think that's just the game running its course for you, right? Like I'm not a fan of difficulty for difficulty's sake. Just be like, hey, just just poop on the player. I'm not a fan of that. I'm a fan of like difficulty that like that's enough difficulty that's fair that keeps you interested in playing. And a lot of the difficulty in the games that I play are the difficulty that another player presents to you, right? That's why League of Legends, good example of that. Lineage 2, excellent example of that. Civ can be a great example of that, like when I'm playing against another player. That's when I'm like really sweating. What's another great? Dead by Daylight, obviously. There's no AI in that game, really. But yeah, most of the games I play, it's like the difficulty is adjusted to your opponent, you know? Sort of like chess, you know? So it wouldn't be fair for me to sit here and say, "Oh, I play so many difficult games." It's like the difficulty is contingent on who you're playing against. And I feel like, frankly, a lot of the time in the games I play, it's either like, "Oh my gosh, this match is way too hard," or "Oh my gosh, I'm dominating this match." You know, it's almost it's too often one of those extremes. Maybe not, maybe it's not even me dominating the match. Maybe it's my enemy or my teammates. Sorry, or my teammates are the ones who are just getting completely destroyed. You know, not a big fan of modern day matchmaking in games. It feels like it punishes you for getting good. And then like it just doesn't work half the time. It's like, "Oh yeah, you'll get matched with people of similar skill," and then they're just like all just getting completely shat on. And you're like, I would like a winnable game. I would like a game that is possible for my skill to impact my chances of winning. Oh shoot, did I mess up? I did mess up there. I was supposed to, that's okay. Let's but there are other games that I play where the difficulty is contingent based on the game. Warband, Mountain Blade Warband. There's no other humans playing that game with me. This game right here, I'm playing Civ 4. I'm just playing against AI on a really hard difficulty level. So, I mean, I guess what I'm saying to you, this would be my advice. If the game's too hard, So hard that you're like, ah, I don't want to play it. Stop playing it. Right? Um, sounds dumb, but like a video game is something to be enjoyed. I guess is what I'm trying to get at. And if the difficulty is affecting your enjoyment, it's not. It's not worth playing. Well, okay. The difficulty should maybe affect your enjoyment, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't be destroying your enjoyment. And it sounds like if you're like screw this game, it does sound like the difficulty has reached a point where it's just like the game's not worth playing. That's how I would approach that. Some people like to be pushed in the video games they play, and I think that can be fun to an extent. But if a challenge is so insurmountable that I'm wanting to quit, then I should probably just not play that game because I'm just gonna get frustrated playing it. And then when I'm frustrated playing a game, I'm suddenly like, why am I playing this fucking game? It just pisses me off. I'm gonna go play something else or do something else. Or I'll go full tilt and be like, no, I'm gonna keep playing this game. And I'm gonna spite this game by playing it, It's just like, what am I doing? I'm just making myself miserable. Shouldn't do that. I think maybe this is maybe I'm wrong on this, but I don't think gaming is something that's meant to be taken. I mean, you can take it seriously. It's just I wouldn't take it too seriously. Yeah, I'm on the same page with that. It does feel good to overcome something really tough, but if it makes me want to quit, it's so tough. I don't know. It's like playing Jordan, right? On Guitar Hero. At a certain point, you're just like, do I really want to keep trying this? I've played this same song like 200 times. I don't. At a certain point, like I think Guitar Hero reached that point for me. Even I never got that good, but there were just certain songs I'm like, this is too much. I'm just gonna play on the easier level and just be like, yeah, I'm having a good time, or play a song that I'm better at. You know. Okay, what was it? Okay, I gotta bring this guy down, bring this guy out, and then bring this guy over. There we go. I would say also there's enough like really difficult hurdles to overcome in real life that for a lot of people, I don't think adding the stress of like a really difficult hurdle to overcome in a video game is something that's really necessary. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe you want to challenge yourself when you're having fun too. Like there's definitely something to that, but too much challenge is poison. I think for fun. I think that's part of the appeal too having of pitting players against other players is that dial is constantly shifting of how difficult is the game. Like having one match that lasts 15 minutes that's really tough is like okay, well it was only 15 minutes. And then you're on to the next match, and that one's not as bad. It lasts another 15 minutes. That's a pretty reasonable Like, I'm getting my ass kicked for 15 minutes and then I'm having fun for 15 minutes. It's just like 3 hours of just I'm getting my ass kicked. it's it's not very fun. Wait, what am I doing? This is the wrong place. Nah, I need to get my act together here. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, well I got gems now, so this place, as soon as that settler comes out, I can grow. That's cool. And I'm gonna come up here and build this cottage since it shares. So like basically, if I build this cottage here, these two cities can both share this tile. Whereas if I build it here, only this city can work it. So it's kind of an interchangeable. Always build these interchangeable cottages first, is a rule, where you can kind of have the cities flip based on who, depending on who needs a tile to work. Is something I try to do when I'm playing this game. Alright, dude, have a good one at the gym. Ah, shit. Well, we got the barbarian state down here already. That shouldn't be too big of a deal. That happens pretty frequently. It's also not in, like... That's not too disruptive of a spot for them to show up. That's not bad. I think I can work around that. Okay, and then we bring this guy over. I do have unit cost now. Don't love that. Monarchy, 8 turns, okay. So do I want... That's such an infinitesimal amount of science. I think we just go with the lighthouse. No, because we have the oasis. More military. Let's put some more military units. I need to block spawns. I need to block all the spawns down here. I need to block this over here. I need to block... I need to have somebody here protecting my ivory. I need military units. Which is awful because my unit cost is 2. I guess I'm just gonna have to shoulder the burden of that. Of that military cost. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal either. I feel a lot safer here if I had a spearman. Yeah. Get a lighthouse there. Huh. First time chat on Twitch. That seems like a bot. Yeah, it seems like a bot. I'm just gonna ignore that. I need to prioritize these cities getting big over money, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, the Native Americans, worst enemy of Mahmed. I think I got these roads down here. Ugh. I have to stop building. I have to stop building military units. Build a granary. It's gonna be 5 cost. Maybe it'll grow. Maybe that'll mitigate some of the cost. Alright, whatever. Let's get out of here. No, we don't do that. Monarchy in 6 turns. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt so much if I do this. What? How did that... What? Whatever. Okay, there is a barbarian city down here as well. That's not good. Man, it's like the furthest away it could be from my capital, too. Dang it. Because it blocks me from putting a city here. I guess I could still put one right here. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Other things to worry about. Actually, that did help. This city growing took my... It actually took my unit cost down. I thought that might be a neutral. But that actually helped. That's good. Ah, really? I was hoping... I think we just do that for one turn. Maybe not. What are we looking at? A library, a granary in 7 turns. Maybe if we do that, then the granary it'll work. Let's build a granary there. Again, prioritize growth. Okay. Prove the world is round. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna probably stream all kinds of different games. What I really want to do is I want to get a new rig. I've been needing a new rig for years now, and it's definitely holding me back. Like I can't stream. There's no way I can stream PUBG. There's no way I can stream Dead by Daylight. There's no way I can stream Path of Exile. You know, there's no way I stream any modern game on this computer. This computer's 8 years old in like 3 months. Um, and it overheats very badly. So I'll be streaming all kinds of stuff. Like it's not gonna just always be Civ 4 and or Minecraft or Warband. I'll be probably streaming those games quite a bit, but I'm definitely gonna do variety, just kind of whatever I feel like or whatever people want to watch. You know, probably take requests, stuff like that. I need to get a controller too. Like you were saying, like Super Mario 64 is like that's a good game. Um, I think my only problem with that game is that I would feel so far behind. The amount of like expertise that is in that game now is insane. Like I've seen some of the I was watching a Carl Jobs video like a couple years back. Uh, Watching those guys play Mario 64 is like, uh, those guys are good. They're a little too good, you know what I mean? Like I'd be embarrassed to play and like compare my times to theirs. Obviously I can just do a personal best, a PB or whatever, but yeah, I mean it's really held up. That game has really held up. It stood the test of time. Um, but yeah, I need to get a controller set up as well so I can play other games that aren't just my usual suspects. Don't get me wrong, I love my usual suspects, but they're not exactly. Path of Exile, Dead by Daylight are pretty big on stream, but I I hate Dead by Daylight. And I can't really stream Path of Exile because I need a new computer, and I'm terrible at Path of Exile. That's how I would feel the same way streaming Path of Exile as I would streaming Super Mario 64. It's like, wow, I'm a moron playing this game. Come check me out. Maybe I'm funny. Maybe I'm at least funny, but if you're coming to see this game played at the top level, you're in the wrong place. Now, if you're looking to see Civ 4 played at the top level, maybe I could say you've come to the right place. Pretty good at this game. Although I frequently make mistakes, as you've probably witnessed. Me constantly like, I messed up, I messed up. Oh, whoops, shouldn't have done that. I like to play Iron Man mode too. That's another thing I do. That's another thing I do when I'm playing games. It's like if I made a mistake, I try not to save scum. I try to just be like, all right, eat the consequences and try and learn from that. Like, don't 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 constantly backpedal and be like, nope, no, I take that back, and just be like, nope, I made a mistake, eat it. Sometimes it feels really bad. Sometimes it's a misclick or like my mouse button. You know, like I had this terrible mouse for a long time that would just randomly let go. And as you can imagine, when your mouse just slips, you know, you're holding the button down, but it just like slips for whatever reason, because your mouse is a piece of crap, and that causes something bad to happen. That feels really bad. But again, I'm just like, nope, it's Iron Man. It's Iron Man. No going back. No save scumming. Accept the consequences and move forward. Try and play through it. And if the consequences are so bad that you're like, I've lost this game, then just start over. Just hit that reset button. And learn from that mistake. If there is something to be learned from it. Obviously, if you have a piece of crap mouse, the lesson is, hey, it's time to get a new mouse. Fork over the $30 or whatever for a new mouse. Alright, what am I doing here? I'm doing this. Finish that cottage. There we go. Another reason I hate... No, hate's too strong of a word. Another reason I kind of shy away from the real-time games is I feel like I'm allergic to my own skin. I'm just constantly scratching my, my skin. There's always an itch going on. Like, I hate wearing headphones. I'm always like, this headphone, I don't like the way it feels on my ears, my head. You know? I have an, what do you call it? That's just my problem with a lot of real-time games. Too much itch. Alright, what am I doing here? This guy can finish continuing building that road. 3 turns. Yeah, come build those. Okay, that's good. What about this place? 8 turns for a granary. Well, that's not great. I should have built this mine. I guess I still could send one of these guys next turn, or both of them. How we looking here? We got tiles to work. We got plenty of tiles here. So these 2 guys go up here next turn, and they build that mine, and we get that granary out faster. Why didn't I build a granary here? That was really dumb. Why didn't I do that? I feel really dumb for not starting that city off with a granary. Whatever. Another mistake. Count them up. Count them up. Okay, so... yeah. Both these guys go up there. Go ahead and finish that. What do I do about this? How far am I? Okay, ironworking in 6. Okay, that's not... Horseback riding 8. Mathematics 8. Construction 13. What is my broadcast even named on YouTube? I forgot. I forgot what I named this, but I think it's like a test stream or it's like Go Gadget YouTube or something. Whatever. Okay. All things considered, I feel like I'm doing pretty good here. I definitely don't feel like I've made any fatal errors. Go Gadget YouTube! Oh, I need masonry. Get that in one turn. I'm gonna go ahead and build roads here for the nunts. There we go. After masonry, I think I research code of laws, maybe? I'm going to need courthouses very badly, very soon. I think this place is the furthest. What we got here? 7 maintenance. Ugh. Yeah, gonna need courthouses pretty quick here. They've already founded Confucianism. Hereditary rule. We don't need that yet. We might soon, though. Yeah, I think we let this place grow to capacity. This guy's building more tiles for it. Alright, next turn. Ooh. Is there any way I can fix that?
You have discovered masonry.
Oh, I know what to do. One turn, we do that. Then we switch it back, right? We'll see. We'll see next turn. Here we go. The Great Lighthouse. I feel like it's a mistake to try and build that, but I am so tempted. Turn 76. No, it's a mistake. Don't do that. I think I'm in a new age, right? Because the music changed. Oh, because I researched monarchy, yeah. I'm in a new age. Okay. Next turn. Perfect. That worked out perfectly. Okay. I think actually. Hmm, 6 turns to go. We do that and then we start building a settler. Yeah, that's the way of it. Does this place have a granary? It does. Whatever. I really feel like maybe I should just build the settler here. You could start right now. Yeah, that's the play. Oh, actually. No, Coda Laws is too important. I really want Calendar. I forgot how hard it is to play on Emperor mode. Been playing too much against players. If I was playing on Noble difficulty, I'd probably already have Calendar or something. Go ahead and build the lighthouse. Okay, so... Wait, Roosevelt got Buddhism? What? Don't the Persians start with mysticism? What's going on here? Or do they start with hunting? Hold on. Hunting and ag. The Ottomans, they start with mysticism? No, they do not. Do the Mayans? So the Mayans just slept? I guess they got Hinduism. It's so weird to me that the Americans got Buddhism. Do they also build Stonehenge? They must have, right? They did. Okay. Well, Roosevelt's killing it. really need to get a city down here. Turn 79. So a lot of the time, actually, the strategy for wiping out that Barb city would be waiting for a computer to attack it, weakening it, and then I take it. I feel like that would be the strategy. I don't like how far away it is. I don't like that there's another barbarian city right there. I don't have a city here yet. Why did I build that cottage there? It's not even workable. Whatever. Hey, Jacob, how's it going? We were just talking about you. I'm playing on Emperor mode. Hey, welcome back, Crow. I feel like if I do that, I get a lot of road laid down. Got the groundwork done. Now we got horns, dude. Our civilization is so civilized, dude. Listen to my horns. Oh, wait. Where'd this guy come from? How did I miss that? What the heck? Alright, hold on. If he moves out... Okay, we're still good. Move. Right there. Hey, yeah, me too. It's good to see you here. How's your day going? Oh yeah, we got horns. I just risked losing the game for that. Whatever, it's a 99% chance. We all know how that works though, right? Especially in Civ 4. No, 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 no. What is this? No, 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 no. There we go. I do like the idea of working a production tile. I just... Not one that hasn't been improved. Man, we're about to really grow. Oh, right. This place doesn't have a... Yeah. It will. 99% chance to enrage, right? That's definitely the truth. Okay, I got another settler out. 2 unit cost. Hey, thanks, dude. Yeah, catch you later. Hopefully that goes well. Okay. Yeah, I think it's time to work these.
You have discovered the code of laws.
My people finally have discovered that there should be laws. We're getting really civilized here. Guys, what if we had laws? What if there were rules? We're figuring it out, dude. We're gonna make it happen. Alright. I'm at a critical juncture. Feudalism or calendar? Both of them are going to take a long time to research. 14 turns to be specific. It's a long time. I also need archery if I'm doing feudalism. I'm going to do calendar. It's too valuable. I'll get spices, I'll get incense, and yeah, I'll also get silk. That's 3 happiness. As opposed to vassalage, serfdom, and longbowmen. Yeah. I think immediately after that, though, I go for vassal or for feudalism. Yeah, I'm not getting any of these comms open borders. How's the gym? I feel like the maintenance cost here is very, very low. Yeah, I bet. Oh, yeah? That's good, dude. That's good. Yeah, I need to get back into a routine of doing something. I was doing, like, earlier this year, in April and May, I was doing really good about, like, staying on a routine. And then I just kind of slid into, like, not doing squat. I need to get back into that. Maybe now that I'm, like, actually kind of trying to develop a routine here with streaming as well, I could, slip that into it. Okay, I think I need to switch it up here. Um, do that. How many turns? It's 12? 12 turns for calendar, so if I... That's 7 turns. What if... No, just do that for now. The routine was I would do squats for about, like, 5 to 10 minutes, and I would do flies for, 5 to 10 minutes. It doesn't sound like much, but man, like, actually worked up. I think I worked up to the point where I was doing it for about half an hour. And man, dude, I was, after that half hour of doing that, I was like, dude, I'm exhausted. Especially the squats. The squats would really take it out of me. The flies, I felt like started to get a little bit easier, and I would kind of do that for a longer amount of time, like a substantially longer amount of time. But the squats, those just never got easy. At the end, like right before I stopped, I started doing an ab, like a sit-up routine as well. Or not a sit-up routine, like a, what do they call it, where you like kind of reach over. I don't remember what they call that. But I was doing a little bit of that too. I feel like my abs never recovered from my laparoscopic surgery. And I really need to work on taking care of that. Like getting those back into shape. Yeah, that's a good routine. Walking around is good. Do you use a treadmill or do you just kind of walk outside? Yeah, it has a huge impact on your well-being. I could feel, I felt a lot. I felt a big change when I was doing that. Yeah, treadmill is nice because you can like watch something or do something else on the side. Going outside is nice too, but especially if it's really hot or miserable out, it's not all it's cracked up to be. Shoot, I need to get these guys down here ASAP. Actually, honestly, do I? I got several turns of him just working that tile right there. 8 turns? Yeah, we can build. We can build cottages for a minute there. How are we looking on healthiness? Okay, Axum is not looking great on that. Bingo. That took care of that. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what that's all about. Like being able to be like or having more discipline when you go to a different spot. I know a lot of people have said that's definitely like a contributing factor for them. Not even just like when it comes to exercise, but just when it comes to work itself. Like they say they can't concentrate unless they move spaces. I definitely, it's definitely a phenomenon. I'm not sure what it's all about, but I'm sure there's something to it. Do I actually get the pyramids here? Is this actually gonna happen? If I do that, I should try for the Great Library as well, right? It's time to start worrying about getting attacked. Okay, wait. Yeah, that's good. So we need a spearman up here, a spearman down here. I need aesthetics too. Oh man. I don't have the statue of Zeus yet. I think my problem here is I'm branching out into too much. I'm not sure about this pyramids pick. I went all over. I went code of laws. I'm building the pyramids. I'm going calendar before. I didn't go for this thing. Statue of Zeus is really important for this strategy. Honestly, we'll see. We'll see. But I might have lost already just for not going. I don't know. Why did I do this? Why did I? I should have researched aesthetics like a long time ago. We'll see.
You have discovered mathematics.
Calendar and 7. Be turn 96. Turn 102. I need 3 stells. Do I have a... I have one here. I don't have one there. I don't have one here. Did I build one here? I did. don't think that's necessary. We won't do that. Oh, but this place is gonna take forever. And we need a courthouse there. No, yeah, I think we actually wind up doing that. This place could use a courthouse too. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. Right now I need to focus on the immediate task at hand. Okay. Another thing I need to get right is my diet too. I've been eating so much crap lately. Like I bought like a bag of miniature Heath bars and I ate it within 2 days. It was like a I was just like, man, am I really doing this? I guess I am. So I think I need to figure that out too. Eat more protein, eat more eggs. Vegetables too. I was on a really good tear of just, you know, not only doing the workout, but just I was eating a lot of vegetables, eating a lot of eggs. I need to get back to that. That was really good for me. Really good regimented. Really good about being stricter about what I'm eating, and stricter about spending time doing, you know, at least a little bit of time spent focusing on my health or my fitness. FedMC would be so happy with me. Let's do that. There we go. It's looking pretty good. Things are looking pretty good. Calendar in 5 turns, grows in 4. Okay. Now hold on. Okay, yeah, I will have spices immediately when I research calendar. So what we can do is we can do that. That'll work. No unit cost. I actually can't build the city right here. Okay, so I think just mapping this out from what I'm looking at so far, I want a city here. Probably a city there. We try and take this city. We need to build a settler there. Yeah, it's true. Um, it's such a small amount of time, really, that I was spending doing that. And yeah, I was like a little bit uncomfortable doing it. And then I'd have to take a shower after, so you probably add like 10, 15 minutes to all that. But it's worth it. It's worth the 40, 50 minutes, whatever it is that you put into it. Because if you build up a significant amount of muscle mass too, you start, you know, you start burning more calories just by sitting around doing nothing, you know? And that's like, it's way better for you to have like a higher burn rate. So I'm in first place right now. I got the highest score. But as we all know, score is a paper tiger. I wish Jacob was here. Anyway. Paper tiger. A paper shield, my lord. Part of me wonders if I could stream, just like do a react, like listen to the audiobooks for A Song of Ice and Fire. The stream's gone? What happened? Do you see it? Is it... Maybe it's like a latency thing? Is it lagging? I should still be here. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. I should still be live. Yeah, it says I'm still live. Guess I could check. Yeah, I'll pull up YouTube and give it a quick check. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it's still live. Maybe it just shoddy connection with the phone. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna call it pretty soon here. Um, just because I'm kind of beat, but play a few more turns of this here. Definitely need to get that. I got 3 turns for calendar. That's good. Oh wait, shoot, that guy needs to. Um, that guy needs to do the thing that he needs to do. I'm really good with my words. Let's do a lighthouse actually. Wait, who was the guy that was the guy who needed the thing? Shoot, I lost track of what I was doing. Right, the spearman. The spearman needs to come up. He needs to come up over here and help protect. Okay. Do a couple more turns here. Beautiful. There we go. We need to hurry up and claim this city. Settler in 4 turns. The spearman's coming up here. I think this is the last city we build up on that hill. 2 more turns for calendar. Okay, so we start the road. Great scientist has been born in a faraway land. 1 more turn for calendar, so come over here and build roads for now. There we go. Alright. How many hours do you think, if you were to guess, how many hours do you think you would say you have spent playing Guitar Hero? Because I feel like you and Nick got pretty legendary at that. Alright, looks like everything's pretty good here. Alright.
You have discovered the calendar.
Right, in 3 turns. This place is growing in 7. Dude, the pyramids are done next turn. You really think less than 500? That kind of doesn't sound right to me. Are you sure? I feel like you probably have more than that, right? I don't know. Maybe not. You know. I just think it was pretty impressive that you could play what was that song? What is the name of that song? I hope that someone gets my I hope that someone gets my message in it's message in a bottle, right? Like that's the name of the song. Yeah, Nick was just insane. Watching Nick play that was something else. But I mean, you could play that song, "Message in a Bottle," like without even looking at the screen, which is just like, yeah, it was a spectacle to watch you guys play that. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, that song is I think it deals with the themes of like loneliness, right? So it kind of makes sense to be like, well, if you get like cold feet, it's like, well, it's better to share your life with someone than to not, right? Which just because you're not married or something, that doesn't mean you can't like that you're just gonna be alone. But no, it makes sense, right? To be like, well, give it a shot, right? Take a risk. Life is about taking risks. We're not supposed to sit in our little bubbles and just always be comfortable. That's why I think anyway. Even though I spend a lion's share of my time doing exactly that, staying in my comfort zone. You know, that is what it is. It's 12,000 hours in Lineage 2, living in the simulacrum. I think Lineage 2 genuinely became that. It became, it wasn't like a hyper real simulacrum, but it was like a different, it almost became my life in a sense. I think the reason I liked it so much was, again, there's a lot of player interaction, but also there's like no consequences. It's just a goofy game where you can kind of do what you want, and there's no real life consequences. There's no consequences I have to genuinely feel bad about. It's just kind of like, oh no, the in-game consequences. Who cares? So I think that was like really good for me to just be able to like kind of just exercise some real self-actualization of just I just want to I just want to ruin this guy's day. I don't like this guy. I want to ruin his day and just have no consequences for both of us. No actual like real ramifications of what I'm about to do to this other person who said something I didn't like or who behaves in a way that I don't like. I just be like, you know what? I'm gonna come and kill you and kill your buffers, and I'm gonna take your spot. I'm gonna kill your friends too. That's how I feel. And there's no actual. I'm not actually killing these people. I'm just killing characters in a video game. But it's a good way to be like, yeah, that's a good stress reliever. I'm just gonna come mess with this guy's shit. Probably, you indulge in that too much though, and it starts to seep into your psyche and like really just make you an asshat if you do it too much. But pretty harmless fun at the end of the day. Why is it working a spy? Do absolutely not. There we go. Yeah, lighthouse. Yeah. Okay. You know, I've been live for about 3 hours now, getting close. Yeah, I'd rather not be around that too much. Same, you know. It is good for a laugh, but at the end of the day, it's just not. It's not great for anything. It's not great for any kind of self improvement. It's why I don't really like those shows that like they kind of feel like they exploit, maybe exploit's not the right word, but it kind of feels like they're exploiting like people's suffering just so that, and like, people will watch it and be like, oh, at least my life isn't that. And it's like, I mean, you're setting the bar a little too low, if you're like, well, at least my life's not that. It's like, guys, I think that there's something wrong with that attitude. Or even just like laughing at other people's suffering. It's just kind of like, that doesn't feel quite. Sometimes I'll admit, sometimes I do it, right? Sometimes like that's funny, especially if like the suffering is over something that feels like really, inconsequential, or something that's just like, well, why are you allowing yourself to suffer over something that you have so little control over, you know? But at the end of the day, I think that laughing at someone who's in pain is kind of, it's not great. Okay, there we go. I saved that one as a big old stream game. There we go. All right, dude. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm not gonna stream tonight, but for the rest of the week, Tuesday to Friday, I'll do a nighttime stream and a morning stream or afternoon stream, whatever you want to call this. But yeah, dude. I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.